Prepare for battle.
You shall not pass.
You'll have to do better than that.
Looks like Team Secret gotta step it up, and we're gonna step it up too because the Russians showing us up, Liz is showing us up, so we're bringing you the Cowboy Cast the entire duration.
We got some action here. We got Team Secret for Liquid. We've seen some shit over the last. That really takes it.
I mean, who would have thought it? Secret and Liquid both in the lower bracket. Just looking at elimination right here. Team Secret getting themselves spanked left, right, and goddamn center by probably a Visage and a Dro this time. This is going to be a roll in from Tiger. Good connection on Anisha. This pony's being roused around. Now, can the Cowboy tame it? Looks like he'll be able to escape the pen and make its way back into the fair meadow.
Nah, he's going to get slowed down here, but he's just... Capsule might be in some trouble here.
Whoa! God damn!
He's gotta run. He's gonna toss away the...
I don't think...
there. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I don't think he's tossing away. No, he gonna give it over, and I gotta say, I'm not really sure how Secret gonna rustle this one up. They keep giving over kills to Liquid like this.
And this is the first blood here, but see if this actually has any sort.
Damn right. I mean, it's first of many. This lineup from Liquid, it is designed to go fast. It is Richard, and he's looking to gun for his opponent straight out the gate, right, with the Drow and the Visage.
I don't want to get any more hate mail from angry Americans. Making a poor attempt at their...
That's why I was covering you with the bad pronunciation of Visage. I got you, bug. All right, let's get ready for this one, because now the panel, they said some words, and all that really matters with those words is that they said that Secret are going to lose. And as we know, Pycat, there's a special thing as old as time itself called the Caster Curse, which I accidentally done yesterday. Apologies, Secret, when I said that VP definitely wouldn't 2-0 them. So if we say that Liquid are going to 2-0 Secret, then we should get a third game. Wait, no, we won't get a third game. There we go.
Yes, and also the moon kind of tends to dictate, depending on where the moon is, the person is born, or how the person is. They're all completely reasonable, logically things, and it does make sense.
Except flat earthism. Flat earthism doesn't make sense because you can see very clearly from the Dota world that it's a slanted world. Okay, it is flat, but it is not flat. Okay, it's like it slides upwards. Do you know that?
I was not really aware.
Now you are. Welcome to Dotaism. It's
the more you know.
I'm Poppy. He's creating his own little lane over here. Not really the matchup where you expect an Earth Spirit to struggle so much, but he's already been pressured pretty hard here.
Yeah, I mean, in that 1v1 Omni sort of range, the Purification just can't really trade properly with the crit. Puppy might get the curve. Oh, punched back into the tower.
He needs to get out.
Puppy
is 2 hits.
All right, you know, I take back what I said. Tiger gets level 2, uses it to his advantage. You know, he punts Puppy into the tower. But a smart move by Tiger there, just biding his time, suffering through them. Kind of baiting Puppy into that mess of his...
Oh, now Tiger, he's warming up. Puppy was just the beginner. He's now starting to bat Timmerman under the towers. I mean, Omni will be there to offset it, but the Timmerman already getting a bit bullied. And speaking of bullied, top lane, where Zai is going to be brought down. Now, have a large toss to get them away. Yapso can't turn around and punish Mike at all.
Yeah, Zai is going to return. There's no cur for Mickey. I think there may be a bit of... There's only mangoes on for dying, so he can soul rip Mickey, give him some health, but... Zai's gonna come back here, and he's gonna be a little bit happier at least, having some extra XP from that thirst.
Probably not for long though, as they're already trying to beat him in the face. Just the power of an Undying. And this kind of the thing we've seen, I think it was insanely updated when we saw him Undying. In the first few minutes, the impact he had made the pick worthwhile. But now, they go straight for Mike. They bring him low, one more tap will kill him off. Insanian not really able to protect when he's on the other side of the fight.
Yeah, and this sort of, you know, for a brief moment there, the lane was sort of favorable for Liquid, but that's kind of, it's kind of untrue since that Kerr died. They didn't have enough regen to send out some quite actually.
I mean, he died for it, but I don't feel like that
Tiger
kill
might
should
have been
occur.
I didn't see if Tiger was actually involved. That it does look like, yeah, I think Tiger was involved. Got some damage in there.
Yeah, he's going to assist to his name. This type of shenanigans is going to be involved in, so it's most likely. I mean, getting that kill on Nisha, it's not really a hero we see get kills pre-6, right? Like, usually you pick Visage not because you're going to win the lane, it's what happens the moment you get your ultimate.
I mean, I think the matchup is pretty good for Visage against Leshrac throughout the game for at least like quite a large portion of it. Soul Assumption is such a strong... Just way too high damage for Leshrac to deal with, you know, have the help from this. And you see Taiga, he's also, like, once again, what Liquid do generally when they pick this Timbersaw is they make Taiga free agent. Allow him to rotate lanes and have impact.
Up to top. Sai, the blocks are coming in. It looks like he's going down again. And just in time for the rune. So, like you said, that this is what they do. Last game we saw Boxy suffer a lot for it. Do we expect similar this time around, or do you think Boxy should be more capable of remaining independent in this game? Like, he's less likely to just hemorrhage death after death after death.
I mean, to be fair, Boxy didn't die. He just had that one death early on to the Magnus, and then at level 1 where he got screwed in the tower. Didn't really see that happen yet since Magnus Ors. In this lane, it's not really possible for this Timber to die that much. You could potentially struggle a little bit at level 4 just because the trolls are kind of strong, but once you get to level 5, you're pretty much just going to be able to... But a carrying world, already you can see that he doesn't really care about these red kit armor in the region. Way too high. No, he died past laning stage. First.
Yes, it was Zai's rotation, I think. It was like one that sealed the deal when he came down as the Underlord and jumped him under towers. This is a game where Zai could do similar, right? Like a Bloodseeker against a Timbersaw, it's a hero that can kill Boxy.
Yeah, exactly. For that Lotus Orb, you're kind of vulnerable. Even with the Lotus Orb, you are sort of vulnerable, but at the same time, you can at least counter kills.
Roll in. A little bit of pressure on the Timberman. Just trying to keep him uncomfortable so that Boxy can get past that awkward level 4 you were talking about. It's not like he's got anything else to do right now. If you look at the mid lane, Nisha, he's not going to feel comfortable in this lane by default now, considering qojqva finally has the birds.
Yeah, he's just gonna be kind of okay though. He's gonna farm the jungle. You see Nisha's already top net worth. He's gonna run around here in the jungle a bit.
We'll pick on Insania there. It looked like he might have got away from that for a moment when he dodged the blood right, but as a result, it does mean Zai is not only getting that kill, he's going to be able to get his hands on the stack as well, which is a big one. Although it hurts a crap ton being the double Hellbear. Good lord.
You want to get someone.
Well, in the end. And of course, Yapsor has the Tranquil, so he'll heal up in due time. It's just a case of whether Yapsor can kind of match the pace that Tiger's already sent, right? Like, in this game, it is a game of rotation. So speaking of that rotation, Tiger jumping in on the Puppy will secure the kill onto the Omni Knight. Zimmerman, oh, is he going to get the roots? He might. Tiger is going to be brought low. One more hit might get him, but he's able to roll away just before they would have hit with the Axis.
Yeah, and you can see up top, you see Miki is already 6, so this lane is going to be pretty high. If they can get on top of the Drow Ranger, of course, it can be fine. Deal enough damage, then the Drow Ranger can't really just man-fight you anymore, but he's just one starting hitting you. Nisha, though, with rotation, maxed out Edict. Very, very dead Drow Ranger.
This is always the moment when you think Leshrac feels a bit dirty. With the maxed out Diabolic Edict, it's so easy to clean up a kill, and they'll clean up a second. They're rolling from Tiger. Looks like he wants to be the third. Nisha's tanky enough to stand under the tower. He doesn't care. Tiger, however, shoot off.
Yeah, nice, very nice rotation from Nisha. He's gonna... The mid tower is obviously gonna take a pretty big beating here. qojqva is quite low.
qojqva, but we'll be able to get healed just in time. That should stop Nisha from killing qojqva off there. So nicely done to make sure he doesn't give over a kill. Instead, he's going to turn around on Nisha as the double edict is ended. He's moving in with the Soul Assumption. It's not quite enough to kill him off, and he will lose one of the birds for his trouble. Meanwhile, top, look at this wrap. Mike in trouble. Ava's going to be there. Toss follow-up as well. It's going to bring him low. They need 2 more hits, but Mike, now he's got the slows on the Yap so he can move away. They'll jump in. They will be able to clean him up, but Boxy will find one in response. But Timberman very low as well, able to move away. But look at this wrap. Insania. They're going to cut him off. They're going to force that battle trance out of him. There it is. He'll go straight, and he will be able to find a kill on Insania by the looks of it. He gets one more hit through the root. It'll be good. Just cleans him up with the double kill. But Timberman now able to move away for the moment, but not quick enough as Boxy stays on top of him with the slows. Will clean him up.
How about he went for the build, going to the Morbid Mask. The Mask of Madness. Really sure what the build that he's gonna. I don't know. I wouldn't really hate seeing some sort of Manta build, potentially Diffusal, something like that. I think it could be nice. Just want to have something to get out of silence. Potentially, you might just rely on this Heavenly Grace to do that for you, but.
Definitely doesn't feel like a Battle Fury type game, right? Like Liquid's lineup is too fast.
I think the Battle Fury build is quite awkward. Or no.
Oh, Zai's looking pretty awkward.
Mike though is also looking pretty dead.
He is. They'll find Zai and respond, or will they? He's running so fast because of that kill into the Drow. He gets under his tower, but Insania will chase in and kill him with a decay. Bigger kill definitely claimed by Secret though. Maybe if Liquid can convert this into a tower now with qojqva down here, it'll be worthwhile.
Yeah, Yapsor is waiting around here. Hard to initiate into these tanky the bird.
Definitely. Nisha just wants to try and secure the farm they were trying to get their hands on. Yapsor already halfway towards that blink dag at the 10-minute mark. It's not too bad for Secret.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
That's the
attack.
real difference here, right? Like when you get that, your initiation compared to Tigers just becomes 10 times easier. And there's definitely squishy targets for Yapsor to jump upon.
Yeah, exactly. You were talking about the matchups between like this. There are a lot of like potentially rotations, right, from these fours. They have different timings though. Tiny is once he gets to that blink, he becomes so much stronger. Whereas Earth Spirit earlier on, it's easier to make a lot of these happen.
Yeah, it's that fight for independence, right? Tiny can independently find kills, while Earth Spirit always wants at least one to assist him as they're looking for killing him. But Superman, Battletron's going to come out, the Blood Riot as well, Undying. Trying to stand his ground, he knows he's going to fall. As long as they get Superman afterwards, it feels worthwhile. He actually is going to go down at the same time. They do just about get the kill on Insania first, but once again, Matsumaman dying in an awkward situation, courtesy of this Timber's involvement.
Yeah, I think the fact that you get that kill on the Undying, it... Of course, you're trading your position 1 for your 5, so it's definitely not a good trade for Secret. At the same time, there's a lot of heroes up top, and it's really not the worst thing that could happen there.
No, you say that, qojqva, you got the tower and the bot as well, so they're definitely getting value elsewhere, courtesy of this Visage, even if they have to respond with numbers. And of course, all the while this is occurring, the difference is going to start to appear between these cores. Like, if Superman keeps dying like this, Mike could easily surpass him.
Yeah, Mike's already got 4 deaths though, but now he's going to be allowed to sit triangle area. He can stack both these camps if he wants to, and just sit here, just farm away. I really like what Boxy's queuing up here. He's queuing up the Blade Mail. I think this is a really nice game for it. It's great against the Leshrac, can be very nice against the Troll, good against the Bloodseeker.
And he'll stop from ever turning around. And he's going to get to it even quicker with that kill on the Yapsor. This is kind of the day and night comparison, right? Like, game 1, Mike, gold tier. Boxy, let's not talk about it. Game 2, it's like they switch places. You already mentioned Drav and those 4 deaths trying to recover now. But Boxy, 3-0-2 already. That Drow now might be involved in the fight. Justice going to come out in a Bloodseeker. Multi-shot through. A lot of damage from the Assumption. Not enough to kill off Zai, though. With Timbersaur's arrival, maybe. They cut the tree just before he can move across the Timber Chain. Boxy stuck here with a Rupture. It will not stop them from cleaning up Zai, though.
Yeah, Secret giving away a couple of kills here. So, I think you want to split the map a bit against this lineup. Don't really want to take all these engagements right now. You're very, very tough to fight into. Undying Tombstone, the Birds, well, 6 on the Earth Spirit, Timber being very strong right now. It's really not that easy for you to fight these guys right now.
The good news is they haven't got the double punishment, right? Like, if you figure how Liquid's lineup functions, they should be able to take a fight and then, like, find a tower, especially with Visage. But because Secret keeps fighting them on their side of the map, so far it is just kills they're getting. still, kills you don't want to give over all the same. Top. Uh-oh. They're like, I dare you to press that ult again. They haven't got the damage to force it out of him. I don't think so anyway. Boxy getting a lot of work done with this Armwood tree. But not enough to force it out of him. And now with the smoke, they might try and turn. They want a squishy underside, though. An easy target to open up upon, and Insane needs the one. He'll throw down the tombstone. Bloodright's going to come out. He sidesteps the stun, and they need to back away. His qojqva is now here. The zombies reveal everything as Boxy will chase in on the puppy. Zai forced to use the rupture in the Boxy to stop him from pursuing. He'll just Timber Chain back, be healed up, and they'll be happy with that reset. As once again, the troll kind of involved in these awkward fights, while Mike is just alone in the jungle.
Yeah, I don't really like this by Secret. The one good thing I would say for them is now that he's going to pick up his blink, so they do at least buy time for this Tiny to get the blink. I think that could be sort of just the thing that they're waiting for. Get this Tiny to the blink, then they can start making these engagements, because when you have the Bloodright, when you have Tiny with the blink dagger, Omni Knight level 7, you got the maxed out purification, and Nisha's bow as well. You're going to be incredibly strong. But like you said, bringing Matomaman to all these engagements where Mike is just sitting and farming, it's not really the situation.
Yeah, it's kind of forcing a situation where you might have to bring Matomaman to the fight, but because of the uncomfortable nature of this early game for him, he might not have the necessary farm to frontline for you.
Structures are fortified.
Yeah, you gotta be careful as well. Throwing too many heroes in the bottom lane. At some point for Secret, the rush, it's gonna be incredibly quick. The Visage with a Power Ranger. Oh yeah. It doesn't take very long for
Dire's bottom
kill that man.
Has fallen.
No, well, Matomaman is going to need a little while before he's ready to kind of think about a roast situation. Liquid, you mention it, and they straight away go in Pycat. It's like you're in their head.
Yeah, when you see all these heroes in the bottom lane for Grid, I think it's pretty... I would say a sort of expected response. It's fairly simple for this Drow Visage lineup to just go hit. Secret should be aware of this. I think they might be just a little bit too slow. The Bloodright is gonna hit some of these heroes. A bit of damage here.
But the tombstone's already down. So they can't get in there. Rupture thrown out on the Tiger. Tiger does get the magnetized stance off as well. The moon on number Timberman. They'll force out the GA. They can just look to reset. But Yamsa with the jump in. Avatar's qojqva brought low the Bloodright. He can't sidestep it in time. He will be brought down. Tiger also next to fall. The magnetize has done decent damage, but not enough. Mike has got that Aegis. That's going to be taken away from him very quickly. They'll get him the once. And Liquid, they have no way of stopping him from happening again. As Mike will attempt to TP out. It was a cute idea. But Nisha, he primes the stun to ensure that that TP never gets complete.
Yeah, and that was sort of... That might have actually been the best approach by Secret. I'm not sure if that was just sort of a fortunate turn of events or if that was their plan all along to just bait them to do Roche. But I think it looked more like they're Roshing and then get in there. But all in all, it ends very well for Secret. The Tombstone is about to expire. They get Nisha in there. Yapsor's going in. They have all these spells that are easy to use. Nice block on the roll there initially from Zai onto Taiga. The Rupture, making him just a bit faster.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gains
that definitely favors Secret.
Most definitely. Now the 3k net worth lead for Secret. Boxy did get the TP off just before the tower went down. Roll through is going to be a whiff. Bloodright will zone them away. Liquid, a little bit split as they try and pursue this. They did get one zombie to Nisha, but that's not enough. The roll in isn't going to connect either. Tiger gets hit up with the Rupture. Yapso down with the Avatar. So on the 3 heroes. Tiger will be healed up though. But the jump in is there. Matomaman with the DD in the battle trance. Looking on Insania. Will burst him down. And they find more is the real question. Boxy trying to escape to the south. The Timber Chain doesn't get into safety though. They're going to keep pursuing this. They know they can. The Ava is going to come out. Yapso has the toss. The stun follow-up from Leshrac is good. And the double kill is secure for Nisha.
Yeah, and right now this good lineup is with just they pretty much hit everything that they need.
Middle tower
Keep fighting constantly. Zai has the Veil. They have Omni Knight, like I said, now with the maxed out Heavenly Grace as well, and the maxed out heal.
And the Holy
ready to go with the Blink Dagger. And I also really like Matoma's build. I think this is definitely the way to get this Yasha into Fusel. It's gonna mean you're very strong and able to chase down some of these heroes. You can go into the Manta or the BKB as well.
Yeah, I think it's something we highlighted on previous days. Like, you really are not a fan of Battle Fury. You hate the idea, right? Because Troll, he has ways of farming already, and this hero is able to fight sooner than some of the other carries getting picked right now.
Yeah, and you also have multiple core. Your Bloodseeker is going to be able to scale into magic, and so team fighting, your Leshrac is going to become very strong this game.
Rupture. That's a bigger pickup if they can find it. Boxy down to half HP. Nisha, he's feeling pretty confident. He's a speed demon right now. Not able to find Mike in time. Just keeping up that pressure.
Whenever you find this faded brooch on, it's like
life
that.
Is good.
You know. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Life is good.
Yeah, and they had it come before him. I mean, come on. Boxy got his hands on the Ironwood tree. They needed something in response. Although, I don't know. I think maybe Boxy's still the happier one in terms of neutral items. If Leshrac does get the Craggy Coat at tier 3, though, then we'll be looking at a Leshrac neutral game for sure.
qojqva he's going to this AC. He's gonna hit this within the next 4 probably minutes unless they take a bad engagement.
Oh, yeah, hit the stun on the Tiny. He tried to jump in with the blink to interrupt. The GA's going to be forced out. Yapsor down to half HP. A lot of damage being dealt here. They're going to find a pick on the Insanian first, but the buyback's going to come out. Yapsor now in trouble. Will be burst through. Nisha run down mana quickly, and if the slows connect, he's in trouble. The roll through off the mark from Tiger, just trying to keep him in the air. And Matuma turning with the battle trance though. Boxy healing up. The reactive armor working in his favor here. Matuma is dead. Boxy will live. Poppy will be chased onto next, but they say no, bigger target. Tiger hit up by the Rupture, but the Magnetize, he min-maxes, make sure the rollout is perfectly timed to keep the Magnetize going. They'll find a pick-off on the Zai. Nisha will also fall on Liquid. Looking to strike back and drag that net worth back down towards even. Still 4k to Secret. Now Liquid can get on the map, find those bounties, and probably bring that down to 2k.
Yeah, getting the battle trance off on the Timber. Take the worst target you can find. He has the blade mail, and he has, I think it's like 6 plus 38. I think it's like 44 armor. Pretty much not really dealing any damage. Before you have the diffusal, you're not really gonna do all that much. If you have the diffusal, I think that fight's completely different. Because then the Timber just might go down to kind of burn and everything.
Secret, like we said, they felt they had everything ready. They just wanted to run at them, but admittedly, they may be a little bit overconfident. You saw how much they prioritize vision in that triangle. Like, it's a respectable move, but it is a risky move to try to play into Liquid's triangle area this early in the game, right?
It is. It's hard to fight into the tomb. Also, that was the buyback on the Undying. Comes back into the fight, has some nice impact in those engagements.
Mike's beginning to bulk up a little bit now, which is getting more worrisome. It means he's not going to be the easiest pick off at the start as he's getting close to that Manta being complete. He's keeping pace with the Timberman right now. He's going to go into the Basher next, so he understands I just need a way of definitively controlling whoever I jump on, keeping them on the spot in front of me.
Yeah, I think the real thing here for C kind of figure out how to deal with this Timber. So potentially you can try to just ignore him fights, but he's gonna be in there with the blade mail. Gonna be tanking damage, dealing damage, so Timber, I would say, is sort of the issue for Secret in this game. He's got the blade mail, even now with the mech going for those creep.
Dire's bottom tower.
Yeah, it's fair to say that with having this Omni Knight and having this whole lock on him, it's easier for Secret to go just more glass cannony on these cores, right? Because the Omni Knight alone can allow even Nisha or Matuma to do some serious frontlining at this stage of the game.
Yeah, and Nisha is going for this. It feels like this is the way in China people have gone.
Yeah, we always reference China, right?
Yeah,
but we
exactly.
rarely see it in EU.
Yeah, exactly. People usually go for bloods. I don't know, some sort of scalability, but shit is going straight up Ags. It's gonna have it right now.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
See if they can play off that power spike. They're in the area where things went wrong last time, but this time around, I say they got the Ags, they've got the Diffu. They're a lot stronger.
Radiant's top tower
Liquid's
is under attack.
maybe not ready to try and defend this. They'll linger in the rounds, see if there's a mistake. Boxy is TPing in, but the tower is already done.
Dire's middle tower.
Yeah, once the courier responds for qojqva, he is gonna have that AC. It's also gonna be very strong. When it comes to fighting, there's gonna be a ton of physical damage with the Draw Ranger and the Visage. And you have the front line from Boxy now with the...
Look at the supports of Liquid as well. Nobody wants to die immediately. Like I mean, there's some heroes this feels good against, right? It's not just the fact there's a Bloodseeker that if he ruptures you, you can kill him. It's also you're against a Leshrac, but double blade mail. Oh, triple blade mail, because of course there's one on Boxy.
Yeah, it's very nice to have when you have all of this uncontrolled on Secret. It's gonna feel pretty good.
Whenever I see lineups start to pick up blade mails in mass like this, I always remember that infamous clip where a Cole charges up his Illuminate and 5 heroes with blade mail run in front of it.
I remember the old, counter the Tinker strategy. You know, it only works once. So after that he buys the Yules, but you just all of a sudden pop up with 3 blade mails. You kill that Tinker.
What was the other class? Oh, the other one that would go relevant for this game is Bloodseeker. When you're a Centaur and you get ruptured and you just buy a blade mail and Stampede. We'll see how effective it is in this one though, because you know Nisha, because he has gone for this axe, it's gonna be a long time before he has any magic immunity. It could get scary.
It does get very tanky though. He went for the strength talent. He has the essence ring with the heavenly grace. I think he's at some almost 3k HP, and he's also got the Yules. Protect himself.
Oh, look what they found. Boxy. Blade mail goes off. But it's too late. He's gone. Quick pick from Seeker. And with that DD, look at Matuma Man. No hesitation into the high ground.
Dire's structures are
Yeah, that's the perfect target to find. Foxy doesn't even have a buyback here. And they managed to force up the glyph.
Seems that is down. So Man needs to be a little bit careful about this. They're going to ban Nisha away, or he can do some serious damage with the Diabolic Edict. And it looks like they have repelled the forces of Secret for now.
Yeah, I think you're very happy with this. Got the tower down to 3% HP, roughly 35, 40.
For the twins.
And you managed to kill the Timber as well.
Yeah, it's also the bounty situation, right? Like, as Liquid, they got corrals back into their base. It means you can not only get the bounties, get some wards down, and kind of prep for the next Roche, which will spawn in 20 seconds.
Puppy's going for this 4-staff here. He's got the Holy Locket, and he's going for 4-staff. I think it's a really nice pickup in this. Help out your force. Someone gets silence. They're in the vicinity of these birds. You can help them out. Push them away from the chakram. Of course, you can also offensively, you know, if it's ruptured. A lot of value on this item.
Scanning.
On the classic gimmick build. Everyone build 4-staff. We got a Bloodseeker.
What's up? There's an AC on Visage.
I don't want to reveal anything yet. Nisha very tanky. Heavily Grace about to run out. They go straight in though. Sania, he snuck that ward. They know about it though. They will de-ward it instantly. Boxy isn't that close. He's actually up, or downriver rather, on the creep wave right now. Tombstone is going to be committed. This will be very obvious, the secret that it must be below half HP. Bloodright is going to scout it out. Birds have used the stance. Nisha looks to be a bit raw. It's going to be there. GA comes out. Damage being done. Troll down to half HP already. Rupture throw now. Avalanche toss on the target to keep on the spot. He'll turn and fight as Matuma Man uses the battle trance on him. But on the other side, Nisha being brought low. Jump on to Mike. Silence forced up to the high ground. Able to TP out to safety. In the meantime, Nisha now being burst through and brought low. And they finish him off though. Toss away. Yapsor trying to save him. Will get him up to the high ground with the purification to heal him up. But in the meantime, Zai will die as BK, he didn't TP too far away. He TP's close enough that he can return and now secure his second life as the Aegis is in the hands of Liquid.
Yeah, he actually just cancelled the port. It's a very wise decision by Mickey there. Not go back to base. He comes back. The Bloodseeker who was up there, he was separated all alone. And it's very easy for Mickey to just finish him off. They did use a buyback on the Earth Spirit, but you secure the Roche. It's gonna be Aegis and Chi. Most likely this tier 2.
Radiant structures.
Mike is going to be very happy that he didn't finish the Manta, right? Because that was different. I think he pivoted at the end before deciding to actually pick up the ultimate orb. Gave him that extra mobility to actually get out of the jam. And now Liquid, I mean, it's a 7k net worth lead for Secret, but Aegis and Cheese in the hands, these heroes can do a lot. Toss back. Mike in deep, trying to get through that first life. Gonna lose it to Bloodright. Tiger in trouble, will be brought down. Rupture being thrown out. Fox trying to stand his ground. He is still sized up. Mike forced up the way for the moment, but Troll chasing in. No battle trance for 10 seconds. If they burst in quickly, this could be good, but they're staying on top. Matuma Man with a mistrust means that you can't return far. They will find Zai, but now Matuma Man with the BKB, he's got the battle trance available. He can chase in Mike. He sees his target. He focuses his sights, and he moves straight on top. And with the battle trance activated, the avalanche control as well, they'll be able to find him. qojqva does get a double kill as he snipes down Nisha on the side, and now Matuma Man turned around upon. The stun control is good, but the Heavenly Grace is protecting him. There's too much damage. qojqva gets himself the triple kill. He's still looking for more with the solar assumption. He's got it pumped and ready, and Puppy nowhere to run and hide. Purification will buy him some more time, but Boxy will claim his life.
Tomaman's BKB just came in time to be able to chase down Mika there. Look at the damage from Visage in this fight. 7.3k done by Visage. That's half the damage on the Liquid side. I think he used some I don't know if that was like 6-7 soul assumptions, all max damage.
It's ridiculous. It's something you sometimes forget about, right? That talent with the 2 targets, but it's no joke. I mean, it was just, he was left alone the whole time. We talked about this fixation between the troll and the drow. It seems almost too easy to forget about the Visage in those situations, but qojqva definitely setting us a reminder.
They did have to use both the cheese and the Aegis though, so when they come back, it's not going to be as easy since Mickey is still quite far away from his BKB, and Matu now has a BKB. He chose to go for the BKB over the Basher. Just the Basher, it's not really going to let you fight. All these blade mills are kind of ruining your life. The stuns and I don't know, just a lot of these messy spells for the Troll Warlord. You have to worry about the silence too.
Yeah, you know, we see it's very clear cut for him, right? If he can get on top of Mike, even if it's get on top, then there's a Hurricane Pike. The miss chance is screwing Mike over pretty hard right now. It's just kind of their goal, is that Mitsuma needs to run him like a wild beast. Although it didn't end beautifully for him in that last fight, it does give him kind of a clear purpose when engaging Liquid.
Haste!
Yeah, you want to just get on top of the draw range. Boxy here.
I think we saw similar last time they got into Liquid's base, but this time Boxy is tanky enough to move away. We'll just immediately go for the TP on the high ground, and Nisha is too paranoid. They don't have vision up there.
Yeah, he doesn't want to run into, you know, the bird drops in from rolling boulder or whatever. Die pretty much immediately, and that's the craggy coat. We'll see if they actually put it on Nisha, because I might also be kind of happy with this Essence Ring. Double damage top, by bottom.
Radiant are
They've bottled it on Mitsuma, man. They're going to look to try and break the base now. Boxy this time, if he steps up, he might be dead. Toss back from Yam's or stun. It is going to be dodged out by the Yules, and qojqva is income, and Boxy able to move away and out the blood right. They see qojqva, they jump on it. BKB forced out, but they did rupture him up. He'll go for the TP out and away. Mitsuma man has no way of stopping that. They did use the GA as well. They need at least something out of this. Insania might be the kill, but it's not a good one. And the rolling Tiger looking to reinitiate here. Boxy coming through him as well. Yes, you get rid of Insania. Bot's going to be priced. The battle trance is going to come out. Will allow them to clear up Tiger. They do lose Yapsor instead. And in the meantime, Boxy will be felled outside his base. With that exchange, Secret now have a way to enter the base and try and do some serious damage here. The glyph is available again, though, so I'm not sure if you can continue this.
First off, it's like, there's gonna be edict. This should be at least side here.
Yeah, qojqva doesn't have birds. It's 10 seconds, so about the
no
familiars.
buyback on any hero for Liquid right now.
It's not too surprising, right? They need every item they can get. They're now 8k behind Secret. You have to fight them. The way that Secret are playing this, if you try to buy more time, you are gonna have a repeat of this, a lost lane.
Yeah, Secret's lineup is now completely online. Their sort of timings that are necessary are there. They have the Greaves on Zai. Poppy has reached, got the 4-staff, so he can save. They're even gonna get the Bloodstone now on Nisha with that axe. Yapsor ready. Force. Troll with the BKB. Everything they need to fight and take these engagements is...
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, you think about what Liquid still need. Probably 2 more items on Mike to feel comfortable at this stage if you really want this Drow to carry these fights, which puts a overwhelming pressure on qojqva to still be the pace setter. He's trying to do that by going towards his axe next, but one way to go.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that the axe is need in this game. I think potentially getting a nullifier or even a scythe would be something that could definitely help the team. Of course, it's going to be nice to have that additional bird. It's just going to do some more damage, but still have some issues with the GA here.
Most definitely. And Mike, he wants to go for his butterfly, but I'm curious because Mitsuma man's probably going to start getting components first unless he saves outright by the MKB. If Mike does change to a different item, like where do you go in this game if you're the Drow? Are you thinking someone like maybe an E-Blade type build so the troll can't hit into you? I know we sometimes see that on the Drows. Then again, you are against the Leshrac in this game.
It's difficult to itemize. Potentially getting an MKB of your own or even a Skadi or something could be nice. Butterfly, of course, is just gonna... If they ever do win an engagement, they die very, very quickly for... But...
Dire are scanning.
tough one. Oh, they find this kill. Pretty good. It's just too fast. 455 movement speed here. Good luck with that. Good should just back up. Eyes will start to turn to Roche, which is could respawn in just a minute at a time. And then, you know, Secret, as it currently stands, they posture better. Timber forced to use Yules. Smoke's coming from Liquid. They're trying to reinforce this fight. Boxy gets a lot of damage out of Nisha. He will force out the Bloodstone, the GA as well. Damage on the Yapsor. Has to Yules to dodge out. This Soul Sun's coming through. Mike stands on the high ground. Full in force in the puppy. We'll run him down. But Timmerman with the BKB is able to TP away. But not the right time for Secret to lose a fight like this. Liquid can now posture around that pit with Roche potentially coming up in 20 seconds. Liquid may have just found themselves a pretty damn good lifeline.
Yeah, they're also right outside the base. There's a glyph for Secret, and have your Leshrac. The lightning is doing this with blood right.
Bye back. A lot of damage done to the tower. But we'll get stunned up. They don't bring it down though. Nisha now in trouble, needs to be careful. They're bursting through quickly, able to get away. Barely though. They still lose the tower. They do not even kill the birds. Now their racks are in peril. No easy way to stop this either. Strauer's fairly tanky at this stage. The glyph is good enough. That's what they want. Liquid can now back up. Maybe think about Roche, but it's going to be another minute until it's up.
I'm gonna just linger. There was not really any way for Secret to start engaging. So you don't really want to go in.
A nice move by Tiger to secure those bot runes, which is what Nisha's trying to do as well.
Bounty.
Now, luckily for Nisha, it's still 30 seconds till Roche spawns, so it's not like he's going to be out of position. There's going to be a quick Roche sneak, and this will be obvious to Secret, as Mike did just show bot. The question is, if you're Secret, is it smoke time? Because you don't want to necessarily risk Liquid sneaking past you. And the answer is yes. Poppy has the smoke on the way. Question is, what does Liquid do in response to this? Like, do you anticipate this smoke and back up? Can you afford to with Roche potential on the line?
Tough spot to be in.
Oh no. Tiger. Not only the haste, they might give away the Earth Spirit as well. He's in trouble. The Avalanche controlling him up. Leshrac's damage too much. Buyback coming out from Tiger. Nisha is being stunned up, but they'll be able to force stuff into safety. Get the buyback out of the Earth Spirit really costs you nothing. Comfortable situation for Liquid as well, because that is really their primary initiator now without buyback.
Yeah, and also his are now sort of more of a distant.
It's a little bit worrisome. I mean, now Secret, that's what they wanted to wait for. Now they got a pick gifted to them the way they did. They will smoke up. The scan is going to hit. It's just Boxy though. And this should be really obvious considering he just dragged the creep wave to the pit for no reason. So they're not going to fall for the bait. Instead, the wide wrap is going to come out towards Timmerman's location. That'll put them very close to Mike. Unknowingly, in fact. Ooh. Okay, now that might be the item that lets Boxy or Tiger live in these engagements. To have a Kamaz just drop for Liquid. Pretty damn
Yeah, could be very nice for either one. Miki also going for the Daedalus instead of the Butterfly. More damage.
Respectable. Roll in. Tiger did not want to commit the Remnant. Saw that the Nisha was protected. It seemed like a bad idea. Boxy with the damage. Toss the cross. He's got the Yules, but no chance to use it just yet. It's going to be healed up by the Undying. One from Tiger. Zai forced to actually throw out that Rupture on the Tiger. Nisha with the BKB now, being hit and do by Mike. Down to half HP, but moving fast enough away. Puppy forcing the GA. They will find the dieback on the Tiger. Now the Battle Trance, but Timmerman chasing in with the Magic Immunity, but blocked in. Insania makes sure he cannot stick on top of the Undying. Now Undying slowing down Nisha. Controlling but Timmerman. He's going to be brought down. The Tombstone is still standing, and now no easy way for Nisha to fight. Puppy's going to fall to Boxy. Zai as well. Nisha dead. Everyone but Yapsor down. Roche will be going the way of Liquid, and there is nothing that Secret can do about it.
Fight with the BKB. Don't really have anything for the Straw one. The Timmerman is already committed to BKB and the smoke. He's not the one hitting the Straw Ranger. Then the Straw Ranger is completely unchecked. Cannot cannot deal with this here if you don't have the troll to be on top of it. Now there's gonna be... We're gonna give the axe to Visage. I actually thought they would give it to the Draw Ranger, but they're just gonna give it to qojqva, so he's gonna be able to just buy another item, whatever he wants now with 5k gold.
Oh, look. Oh no, he didn't get it! He didn't get the kill! It was a smart idea from Yapzor, but that's gonna cost him dearly. He does not have buyback. It's about to come his way. He was just 5 gold short, so he will be able to buy back here if need be. But you can guarantee Liquid are going to try and drain Secret's coffers dry here. When you're a drow and a Visage in the face like this.
They want to force buybacks. There's no there's no flip.
No, there isn't. They're hitting on the tier 4s. One buyback coming out. That's the one they wanted. They're just going to back up to the moment, as it's not long until Secret's heroes will respawn. But look at the shift. Look, think about that. Where were we before that big fight, just before the Roche? I believe Secret, they had a few thousand gold net worth lead. Now 9,000 up for Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of it is the Axe from the Roche, right?
Yeah.
The Axe Blessing, it's like 6k something. So it should be about a 2k advantage now for Liquid, if you don't count the Axe. But yeah, a very big swing for Liquid. Also in terms of just where they are in the game right now, they're gonna feel so much better. They have this Draw Ranger. He's starting to become I mean, he's pretty much the strongest hero in the game now. The Visage, sure, he got the axe, and now he even has a Sight of Vice, so the game is not getting any easier.
Top tower is under attack.
That's the thing, right? It's Nisha's starting to struggle in these fights while qojqva just continues to scale. And now with double big item pickup, like the impact of this bird is going to be felt.
I think the way you have to take these fights now, unfortunately, Drow has the Aegis, so it's going to become even tougher for you now. You have to get on top of this Draw Ranger. You want to take these fights, you want to be able to win them. You have to get on top of the Draw Ranger. The goal has to be fighting this hero.
Instead, they're going for Tiger. Find him out and about. Insania is nearby. They are converging towards Secret's location, but the rupture around Insania might just signal that Liquid need to get out. They just lose the supports, that's going to be fine, because then they can just wait for him to come back up, and they are definitely going to lose Insania. qojqva, he's okay. That was, yeah, he'll BK. Oh no. If he gets bashed, nice control with the birds, forced out the battle trance as well, but Superman really wanted that first hit, but didn't want to use the Minotaur horn to get it.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of strange. I think he didn't really think about the Minotaur horn. He's like, I don't want to commit to be fine with using the ult, but you pop that Minotaur horn, potentially you get that thing. Bell prison now for Liquid. Visage.
I'm thinking so. Like the Enchant Quiver isn't bad, right? But just think about the damage he's been putting out with that Soul Assumption.
Or they could just wait until Drow hits 25, give it to her. The memes can have the... What is it like? God, it's gonna be like some 6, 7, 8 second cooldown.
And you can more or less perma-gust people. Yeah, seems reasonable. Although the Gust's not the biggest deal in this game with the Magic Community, the Heavenly Grace, everything. But yeah, each little piece, I'd imagine it is going to be qojqva though. Or maybe, no, it's Tiger. Okay, I was going to say, that's maybe the other one. Because now 3.2 second cooldown on the roll-in allows him to just keep on hunting. Zai, they clip on doing with the slows. He's in trouble. Hexstar, forced up to get him away. Tiger able to roll out after he forced the initiation, the BKB and the GA out of Secret. And Zai is still not out of harm's way. They're going to chase him. The stun on the boxy is good, but not good enough. 69 seconds is too long for Zai. He will buy back straight away, but the BKB run and Miki's found a bigger target. Nisha being slowed up. They used to buy some time, but qojqva now in. But Superman with the BKB forced to stand and fight. They'll eat the cheese. qojqva able to move away from the moment. The BKBs will run along enough for him to escape. But Superman, with his Magic Community now gone, needs to run. They'll find a pick on the Tiger, but it will cost them Nisha, and it might cost them more. But Superman now going to be ran down and killed off. He's low. Battle Trance buys a little bit more time, but there is no way to sustain. Nisha now trying to turn around and fight him, but he might die before the rest of them. Mike brought low, forced off into the mess, will lose the Aegis. They have lost qojqva along with Insania, which means Mike should be dead here. They hold Secret. It cost them dearly. Big buybacks coming out, but Superman, Nisha, and Zai having to commit theirs, but they do repel the forces of Liquid.
There is no buyback right now. 70 gold.
Oh.
Does it actually work? Do you actually get the additional GPM bonus from the Philosopher's Stone?
I believe so, unless they recently patched it.
Yeah, then it's a very nice move for Liquid there, making sure the Visage is going to have the buyback before the base. But yeah, it cost them a lot. Also, Matoma once again sort of seemingly forgetting about the Minotaur Horn there. I'm not sure it would save him. It might have put him just dealing enough damage that they were forced to buy back. But still, you can see Liquid, they are very strong right now.
So they can do this. Jay's coming off cooldown 20 seconds. Roll in from Tiger. Forces out the BKB. They're going to TP away. They're happy with that. They get the 2 big buybacks. Zai able to get out. Puppey might not be so lucky. Actually, it looks like he... Oh, no, Botsy! He just about sees him for the Yules. They will at least find Puppey. But considering the buybacks you just committed, and considering Puppey still has buyback himself, Liquid are not happy.
No, I think you're very happy now. Things turned out this way. Now the game is sort of at a dead even-ish position. You're gonna have to buy back probably on Puppey here. There's gonna be a push, but you have your GA, you have all your spells ready for Secret, and well, buyback status. We've got Timber and we've got Omni.
Looking pretty dry is what I'm hearing there. Well, mind you, Boxy's been doing a lot in these latter fights the way he's been scaling. So it could be a critical buyback. Jumping pretty quick from Tiger's going to cost him his life. They get the buyback out of the Omni Knight, but they need to get out now. Rupture's on the qojqva. Gus turnaround though. Going to force Nisha back. Zai down to half HP already. The illusion's doing a decent amount of damage. The stun control is good on the Boxy. He's just going to frontline so his team can get out. Control in though. Trying to make it BKB to get him away. GA used Matuma Man chasing him with the Battle Trance on the qojqva. But the Yule control is good. The Magic Immunity is no longer there. And now Matuma Man is going to be turned around upon and brought down. One more hit is needed. The Soul Assumption will finish him off. Miki coming down in the face of Nisha will be burst down. The toss control from Yapzor on the qojqva is not good enough. They'll turn on Nisha. He's able to TP out, but Yapzor is done. Next up, he done his part. He at least got the Disco Pony out, but they are troll down and fighting form. The good news is with the Drow dead, it might be hard for Liquid to try and push in and exploit this.
Yeah, I think it's kind of nice for you there, that trade. I think the troll is not as valuable as back at this point. Thing that Nisha actually ported out there. I'm not sure if he thought that the site was just going to come up. Maybe it was. Maybe he would have died. But yeah, he gets out, and now they have the Leshrac is alive. He's sort of the driving force of this team. The big bad Disco Pony at this point.
Yeah, it was a safe choice, right? Nisha sees this situation in this game. Maybe they also feel like, okay, if we just stalemate this, we go a little bit longer, yeah, our troll is just going to get more and more formidable. Like once he gets MKB, maybe Satan down further down the line, he shouldn't really ever die, even in awkward engagements like that.
Look at this Leshrac. He's got the Timeless Relic, the Shiva Axe, Lightning Storm damage with extra slow. Man is dealing some serious damage in these things.
He's a goddamn stallion is what he is.
Dire are scanning.
See if he can continue to dictate the flow of these fights though. It's qojqva. He's still got some wiggle room for some scaling, and he's definitely had equal impact to Nisha in these fights so far.
Yeah, if you look at the net worth though, it's kind of funny how the Leshrac is 4K ahead despite the Visage actually getting that Axe Blessing drop from Roche.
That is true actually. The more I think about like Nisha, you remember last game where we talk about usually, you know, he hasn't had the best gaze recently, he hasn't maybe been set up for success. I mean, this game, having the net worth lead by a substantial amount, you compare it to Matsuba who is 10,000 gold behind his comrade in arms here.
Yeah, Nisha, he's just like, he's tired of not having great games. I'm okay, you know, I'm done. Give me Lesh. I will show you how it's done.
Well, disco the crap out of these people. And he's almost got the Axe Blessing head towards the Octarine next. But I think there's going to be a big fight before he even gets to that stage. Liquid have smoked up. Foxy is shown on one lane, so Secret aren't going to be completely paranoid. But they have to be suspicious.
And buybacks are gonna come back in 40-ish for Secret. The important ones, of course, Troll and the Leshrac. Whereas Drow Rangers buyback and Visages, they have quite a bit longer.
Yep, a whole minute longer. The only ones with buyback right now, the Pos Force, Spirit and Tiny. Now, of course, both these heroes have had big impact in these fights. Like I said, it's not the true King Cores here that are gonna dictate the flow of these fights.
Yeah, Secret should look to take a fight in sort of minute and a half. If you want to start thinking about this engagement, you know, when you have like 30, 40, 50 seconds left on your buyback. That way you can take these engagements. Hopefully, you know, fight you can buy back, the enemy can't. Could potentially win the Roche.
Well, that's the thing. You're Liquid. You know how to do some basic maths, I hope. I don't know if you wait around or if you just try and force the Roche engagement in a situation where both teams could be left without buyback.
There's a Daedalus on mid gate.
It's going to be fast.
4 birds on qojqva.
Good lord. I don't think Secret are quick enough. They're not quick enough. Oh my. This is going to be painful. Aegis, Cheese, Refresher, and another Ags. And Tiger gets the Ags this time, so you already know what's coming with Timberman. If he tries to hone in on a target, Tiger will just swoop in, Remnant one of the two, and send him away.
Yeah, you just kind of underestimating just how much that. I think it was like 6, 7, 8 seconds.
It was absurd. It is the correct response. Jump in by Boxy. Timber Chain! Hello. Where are you going? Imagine if you got the Rupture out as he was starting that. You have a smile on your face. Instead, Zai got a panic look on his face. He'll throw out the Rupture now. Boxy will back up for the moment, rolling from Tiger. BKB starting to fight onto the Omni Knight. That's a good find as well. Puppy in trouble. Going to chase him down. He's going to be left behind. No buyback for 2.5 minutes. And he's a critical component of Secret's defense here.
Fighting with your Omni Knight in gonna be very hard. No buyback, like you said. It's gonna be gone for 100 seconds here. They managed to
Liquid
cancel
on
Nisha's port here as well.
Oh, the roll, the roll! Okay, that... I'm pretty sure Nisha right now is rocking back and forth in his chair. That was uncomfortably close. Tiger, he's been getting value out of this spell prism. Good lord.
Dire's structures are fortified.
They're pinging it. We know Liquid, they don't hesitate anymore. They want to force a mistake out of Secret. Secret will go in Yapzor with the toss back. qojqva with the BKB, the Hex thrown out as well. Able to back away, the roll in control, but Timberman's BKB running out soon. And Drow just getting a hit onto him, he's in trouble here. He's going to need some reinforcements. We'll back away towards the fountain. Boxy able to Timber Chain far out of there. And Secret taking a lot of damage here. Haven't used the glyph as well. Frame rate is dipping. I wonder if someone's going to crash at this rate. Liquid with a swarm just hitting onto the tier 4s.
The base is going to die.
Yeah, they can just go for it. Boxy standing his ground still, buying time for Drow and the Birds to hit the throne. Liquid, they're going to knock Secret out. They need to fight right now. Battle Trance, but Timberman going in with the stun control on the qojqva, but the Birds have not been dealt with. Liquid do it. They take out Secret. It's a 2